So we're gonna be talking about how to build lead gen and how to get lead quality. So we're gonna be talking about this in a more specific way. I'm sorry, but if you're here for views, if you're here for flashy editing and stuff like that, I'm sorry, I'm not the one for you. But if you want to really build your business and you want to get the leads you're looking for, you want to build a quality leads, I guess you should stick around. So there are 4 ways to actually get lead quality that you're looking for. The ICP, which is what I call it, your avatar. The first one is called likability. The second one is numbers. The third one is the most important one, which is relatability. And then the fourth one, proof. So the first one, which is relatability, I want to talk to you guys about this. So let me bring it down to a word example. So you have to be likable before people buy from you. Before people want to listen to you, not even buy from you. I don't really believe in that. People buy from who they like. I believe that people buy from who people listen to who they like. So I'll give you an example. Most of you have friends that most of them hasn't even gotten a thing from you. They haven't even bought your service or your product. Not because they don't like you, but because they don't care, all right? But they listen to you when you speak, all right? So your friends might like you, but it doesn't mean that they will buy from you. So people listen to who they like, but they don't necessarily buy from who they like. Those are 2 different things. Now, likability is you have to understand the part of you that people like, and then you keep displaying that in your content so that you can get the eyeballs. All right, you need listening ears first before you even start speaking whatever you sell. You have to get people audience. So I'll give you an example. Let's say all of us pass through this. Let's say in our school days, you get into a new school and lifestyle of a new student. So everybody's like asking you questions, coming to you, bro, where are you from? What's your name? What's your surname? All this kind of stuff. But then you don't really want to listen to them. You don't really want to answer them, especially if you're like the shy people when back in school, not the noisemakers. Not like the fools. I'm actually joking, but yeah, the shy people. They come to you, they ask you questions, but you don't want to answer. But then there's this one guy or one girl in the classroom that everybody always go to, and everybody kind of like goes around them. The conversation is always around them. You see this person and then you feel like, I like this guy. Already you start feeling something, a connection in the class with this guy. So when this one guy comes to you and then he asks you, yo bro, like, how you doing, man? What's your name? You might feel some way, but your body language is gonna move, and then you're gonna answer that question. And you're not answering that question because he's not part of the class, but you're answering that because you feel like somehow this guy is likable, and then already you're selling yourself. You're asking yourself, now why is everyone around him? Why is the conversation always revolving around him? That is to say, he's not harmful. So how can I get, now you start selling yourself to him. Now you start asking yourself, what is the main reason why people like this guy? He's not selling you, you're doing the selling yourself. What is the main reason why people like this guy? And then you start seeing that by his action. He start asking you questions, he start giving you response. Now you're now picking out the reasons why you like him. You're filtering other bad behaviors, you're picking out the reasons why he likes you, why people like him. Before you know it, you start getting close to him, and then you start getting close to the people around him. Then you get in the classroom. So the idea is this: every single person online who is like an elite or people who've got a lot of audience, I want you to observe something about them. They have a reason, they have something that people like them about. Be it hard work, be it personality, or be whatever. So when people tell you to be yourself, you have to take that with a pinch of salt. Let me tell you why. All of them, they have a personality that they don't show online. You know Alex Hormozi, right? Alex Hormozi is the kind of person who is like, share business. Let's talk numbers. I'll give you value and you put in the work. If not, you can't be my team. But his wife is going to see him differently, and his coming kid is going to see him differently. Sharon is going to see him differently. So he doesn't need to bring that online, because this is not the personality that gets him sales. All right, not because he's a all serious dude, but because this is business. Right? I give you the kind of person I am that will get you to want to buy from me. It's just business. So once you put that out, and then people like you, then you get the eyeballs, which is number 1. Then number 2 is numbers. You have to be very, 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 very serious about putting in the numbers. So once someone comes to you and they see your page and somehow they don't follow, and then they ghost you, you have to know something. Okay, I've not figured out the kind of person that these people want to relate to. All right, I've not figured out the part of me that these people want to relate to. So you have to keep doing the numbers. Try different style, try different format, try different personality. Bro, go all out. Give all characters out there. Try whatever format whatever personality that you have. The quiet person, the shy dude, the serious dude, the rash dude. Give everything on the content. Try different personalities. The single one that people resonate with, that people like, double down on that. Keep spamming it, spam. Once you keep spamming it and you feel like it's going off, one other content is gonna go get you views. Understand why this content worked and understand why this new one is working. Merge those two. Keep spamming content. Keep spamming. Spam the same format. That is how you build the part of you that people like and people follow and people want to buy as well. And then the third one is what gets you the sales, which is relatability. A lot of people misquote this stuff, and then they say, "Oh, I buy from people because I relate to them." No, you have to know your ICP first of all. It's so important. If you don't know your ICP, then there's no way you can actually sell to them. It's not possible. You have to. Let me tell you one thing about sales and marketing. You have to speak to me. Speak like you live in my life, and then when I watch it, and then I feel like, I feel seen. I see myself in this guy. And then you start giving the solutions of the problem that you face. That is when people start saying, oh, now I see myself in this guy, and now he had solutions. That means he can actually help me. I'll give you an example. America, right? It accepts a lot of immigrants, different nations. So there's this thing that happened between me and you. That whenever you see someone who is like from different race, you speak to them in a kind of like a shy way, or it's gonna take a lot of balls to actually connect with them, but the connection takes time. But when you see someone from your country, someone from your nation, it's so fucking easy. All right, you just see them and straight up you're having conversations with them like ASAP. You guys can build connections from there. So it's not because you guys are racist, but it's because you're from the same place and you have the same culture, so you feel safe speaking to this guy, so the communication goes easily. So people buy from people that they can relate. So in terms of marketing, let me bring it down in terms of marketing. When you are speaking in the content, you have to speak the language of people you want to attract. So for instance, you're a fitness coach, for example, and you want to attract people who are doing busy professionals who have already made it in life, all right? They're already traveling the world. It doesn't make sense to just tell them, if you don't have time and you're struggling with diet. It's so fucking vague, all right? You're speaking to everybody, then you're not speaking to anybody. So I'm dropping a lot of sauce in this video. You're speaking to, let me know if I'm dropping sauce in this video, just type sauce. Let me know if I'm dropping sauce in this video. You're speaking to a lot of people, but you're speaking to no one. But when you speak these people's language, get around them. Use languages like, you're always working, you have your life figured out, you have 6-figure companies, 7-figure companies, and you're already making 7 figures in a year, but then you don't have time for your kids. You're going on vacations, you're doing all of this stuff, you're flying around the world, doing tech talks, but you don't have time for your kids. Or whenever you go on vacations, you notice that you can't even play with your kids. Now you're speaking their language. Now you're immersing yourself in them, in their lifestyle. So they feel like, I think last time I went on vacation, I couldn't actually play with my baby girl. Why? Because I wasn't feeling good. Now they're gonna follow you. Now most of them are gonna listen to you. And then when they see next of your content, they're gonna try that stuff because you are talking about their lifestyle. So you're basically speaking to them. So it's not about putting the bio, I help busy professionals lose weight. And then in your content, you're talking about you don't have time, you come back from work 9 p.m. and you're so tired. You're talking to 9-to-5ers, okay? So you have to understand the life of the person you're speaking to, and you have to relate to them with your words, even with your actions. But you have to relate to them with your words first and graphics. That is what gets these people to your page. So once you do that, then that is when it gets into the last part, which is proof. So you have to show me that you can get proof from me, from my demography. You have to show me that you have already gotten results from people in my demographic. That is how I can listen to you. Last 3 years, I went into appointment studying. And then after some time, I started looking for a mentorship program. So I wanted to pay a guy, actually, the first guy I wanted to pay, his students are making results. Most of them, 80% of them are getting results. And I wanted to get in there because I'm hungry and hardworking as fuck. And then I approached him and then he said, yeah, most of my students are from Asia and from, the first world country. And then I knew I was going to be fucked if I get into that community because he doesn't have really Nigerian students who are making it. Because I already know firsthand that your country might be a barrier to getting into many offices. So I was like, all right, bro, I appreciate you, but I can't really work with you. Then I went to someone else who's got Nigerian students making a lot of money in his community. Like 3 of them, actually. So 2 of them were making money. 1 is just like coming in. And then I was like, this is somewhere I can get into, all right? So this is 2 things. One is relatability, all right? I saw Nigerian students there because once I work with them, once I get into the community, I can meet these boys so they can give me the ideas that help them make money. It's gonna be so easy for me to ask them questions because we've got the same culture, we've got the same upbringing. So the story is gonna marinate, you understand? So, and then I also realized that on the proof side of things, I have to make sure that he's gotten results for people from Nigeria before I can get into his program. And then I saw this one guy, ASAP. I was like, bro, you don't need to pitch me, bro. Like in the DMs, you close me in the DMs. One thing I realized is that before you can get people to want to buy from you, you have to understand that they want to see the before and after, but the before has to resonate with where they are right now. So if you want to help someone lose 30 pounds, 50 pounds, let's say 60 pounds, for example, and then someone who's looking to lose 70 pounds or 100 pounds comes to your page, and then they see the highest person you've gotten results for is someone that is like 70 pounds. They're going to want to buy, but the possibility of them buying is going to be low. But if someone is like 100 pounds and is looking to buy your program, and then they see you've gotten results for someone like 150 pounds, give it to me, man. I'm buying. So these are the 4 ways you can build lead gen. You have to track every single data. You have to track every single data. So what you're going to do right now is, first of all, focus on spamming. Try different formats. Try different personality. Know the one that works for you. Put it out there. Once a personality of yours works for people, double down on that. So I know you guys have gotten some kind of like knowledge from this stuff. So you can subscribe to my page and like this stuff, share it so other people can see it and they can start making real capitals, because most of us are losing capitals right now and they're leaving a lot of money on the table without even knowing about it. So I'll see you guys on the next video. Peace out.